Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Small on the top side as the blue Mongols, we got Tag Recon. So on the bottom right side as the yellow House of Lancaster, we got Anovaku. Oh, I butchered that name well enough. Something I immediately noticed, well, this is a custom map. I think I figured out my issue why I had trouble downloading custom maps. You see here, these are 1600 gold deposits, the small ones. This map has what appears to be two natural small golds, two large central golds, which are pretty close to each other. Yellow managed to get both his tree deposits close by. Blue has his separated. It is Mongols, and so it's probably better for them to be closer than farther apart. Let's see now. On the south, got both sides of 3 gold deposits. Down, oh, more down here. Got abandoned outpost for just line of sight. More line of sight there. Got scattered deposits of 3 deers. So handful of small deer deposits. Ore deposit. Let's see what else is there on the map. Got some pears of berries. That's not too great. No fishies out in the creek, but you can still go for dock for some archer ships, and archer ships are pretty good. Castle Lancaster being established. Oh, there is a Forgotten Ruins there. Controller players inside the ruins gain 60 stones per minute. After 6 minutes, a relic is excavated. That's pretty nice. That is also pretty useful for the Mongols. Here's as well. It says, and the rune is exhausted when the relic gets excavated. Got it. Wait, did the villagers come out of it? Am I crazy? Oh, you have the garrison village inside for the Forgotten Ruin. You can see the neutral entity there. They could probably make it color-coded if in the future, but still. Some of these, since it's a custom map, I haven't seen this point of interest. And now the silver tree being established there. This trade post is not in the corner, just a bit of a problem. Those maps seems unusually large to me. It could be just all the small deposits in the map, which may give a bit a misleading characteristic. But that seems like it's a little bit, looks to be a bit of a short path. But like I said, it seems a little bit large. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Oops, my apologies, hit my microphone. Castle Lancaster established back here to protect the stone and gold deposit. And it looks like yellow may be eyeing for a bit of a manor boom. Looks like there's also more abandoned outposts on the map. Oh, over here, more abandoned outposts. So a very large number of abandoned outposts. And there's also 4 relics here online, 2 for each player, 1 for each Forgotten Ruins. You got some early horsemen established here, nice and early. Now going for times 2 cash there, probably just went for early horsemen just to intercept this horsemen or scouts. So you can start collecting up the Forgotten Ruins. Archery range being established here. The silver tree is migrating. Actually, okay, he is taking an indirect path there. Got it. Horseman does go down there. We do have another town center being going for the gold deposit there. I have a feeling that yellow could eye for a white tower up north to try to scare these gold deposits. Regular horseman can hit by some arrows. Does have good, nice horseman detachment. Going for another times 2 Keshik. Multiple barracks being established in the field. Going for some spearmans likely. Hunting falcon there. Exotic doggo demands head pats. Trying to find another opportunity to engage. Of course, it does find the castles. These arrows are 8 damage, so they will pierce the armor to a pretty good degree. Veteran spearmen or hardened spearmen being researched by yellow. Takes out the exotic doggo there. And do now have the Forgotten Ruins once again obtained. Of course, he needs the garrison village inside of it. I think the actual capturing aura does nothing. Maybe evicts the villager from it. Not sure. But the nice thing about it, the Mongol player can get some gold collection. Not gold stone. 60 stone per minute, so like a 15 stone every 15 seconds is very nice. $44 gold, yet just I thought that's not a good trade. Mongols can make do with it, but it's not great. We also got some spearmen and yeomen being deployed up by yellow. Got a number of archers here. Our yeomen do have 6 tower range rather than 5. Not to mention they cost 10 more. Villager does get... Okay, it does. Looks like evacuates the Forgotten Ruins. Times 2 archer being established here. Blue is right now escorting the trade detail, but not really necessary moment. But that's with our cast of vision. When it comes to those abandoned observation posts, he sees this much, so there are some holes in his vision. It'd still be a good idea to start getting outposts along the path line to improve the trade speed. The trader's speed. More archers to being established in the field. More Keshiks as well. And generally, against the archers, or in this case yeomen, it is better to go for horsemen. Horsemen are far more cost-effective against the yeomen than Keshiks. Looks like the rest of the sheep are being cleaned up. We do have a deer carcass there. Does he have professional scouts? Wasn't paying close enough attention to that. He does not have professional scouts. He is going for not professional wheelbarrows. You can always go improve professional scouts for some odd reason. Archer range now being south of here. Trying to force down this archer range. Probably trying to bring in his he has a good cavalry force here. The archers can push forward, hit this spearman, and then let the cavalry hit the yeoman. He seems pretty vulnerable to me at the moment. Archer push forward, just having yep, he does Q order all the spearmen. Keshiks distracting the spearmen. Yeoman hitting some of these guys here, but they do have some armor to work with. +1 range armor being researched. We got +1 range damage already researched. Bit of a spear brace there. Got the speed arrow there for extra mobility. Very good. That's actually probably a better arrow than the attack speed arrow at the moment. So his archers getting in range of the spearmen, and not to mention his horsemen cavalry in range of all the yeomen. These archers looks like are being focus fired there quite nicely. Though some of the units are getting quite scatteredly wounded, so him not focus firing wouldn't be half bad either. And looks like Blue does have overall wins that fight quite handily, has a higher destroyed value than his opponent, and has majority of all the observation posts still secured. Still got some exotic doggos biting him. Level 1 manners being researched. Looks like Keshik's being drawn on in, like the general move or an attack move, so didn't get spear braced. Now here comes the charge. We'll get spear braced there. Keshiks can't really stand up versus spearmen like other knights. They offer a lot less health for their cost. And I think, yeah, blue has obtained boar. So opening more manners here. Honestly, you don't really need Lancaster caster for the manners you place in the backline, though it does keep these resources nice and safe. And maybe some trading later in the future safe. But overall, with this very defensive position, it'll keep the manners safe from raids, but that's about it. You could divide for the Abbey of Kings and get out the Lord of Lancasters. But honestly, Lord of Lancaster is not super great either, honestly. New Khan has risen. Let's see. Relic in 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Yellow's not garrisoned this one. Could have got that garrison just to get extra stone income, though it would be 15 stone per minute, which is actually not great for us compared to 4-stone miner. Mongols love it because they just need stone because that's their limited resource. Maybe all other civilizations actually doesn't. That's 60 stones per minute. That's greater than 1 villager's income, so never mind. So yeah, Yellow should be at least getting 1 villager inside of there, unless he really doesn't care for stone income. Though he is playing Lord of the House of Lancaster, so I would assume he actually would want that stone income. Yeah, Yellow should have been trying to excavate the ruin. The base collection is effectively 40 resources per minute, if I remember correctly. Yeoman here does find some of these units. Yo is approaching enough resources to age on up. House of Lancaster is approaching enough gold, but far from the food. On level 2 Silk Road at the moment. Prototype now being established. Looks like Blue's gonna try to close the game sooner rather than later. Archers moving around. Capital right there, starting to be surrounded by some farms. Prototype is not complete. Now he needs to get the veteran step lancer as soon as he can, as well as perhaps get the actual step lancer upgrade. Looks like the Ovo is out of stone. Sacred Site Forgotten Ruins have been forcibly ejected. Villagers backs on off. At least the Manors will provide some fire support and protection for this set of farms, but no garrison protection. I suppose now think about it as well. Lancaster Castle at least does still provide the levy, so I suppose it's not as useless as I was trying to describe it as earlier. The levies are okay. I just don't understand what's the real value of Demi-Lancers still. Yeoman levy can give you a slight discount on a group of yeomen, but it's actually not too significant. It's a one-time extra muster for a moderate discount. And the exact militia program could be nice. Haven't really done time to count it. But I still don't really understand the real purpose of Demi-Lancers. I think they're weaker than horsemen, aren't they? White Tower now being established. That's an interesting spot. I I understand why you can't really escort it up here right now, but it probably would have been a good idea to take his force, take some villagers, and escort it to this gold deposit. It will also provide some projection up this gold deposit. Though there will be a possibility of warships in the future. Blue's going to try to close out the game. He does not have siege engineers, nor let alone improve siege engineers. He does have only 60 stone. He needs to find another ovo. This would be the best spot, the ovo. Kurultai in melee range of the archery range. Does have better than archer. These guys can get the 11 damage if they get +2 range damage. Kurultai is getting some also health regen in these nearby forces. Veteran Yeoman research, which would be useful for his already existing force, but he really needs to get out some crossbone right now. He has enough Yeoman on the field to really warrant it, but it's still, yeah, like I said, he needs to focus on the crossbone. Does melt some of these buildings, get some raid bounties. Nice little escort there. It's always a good idea to keep some units nearby for a bit of protection. Generally, I'll say a Spearman too is a good option, since most of the time people attack the trade line with horsemen and other cavalry units. Precision shots being researched now. Did I see +50 gold? We do actually have the raid bounty research, so he has increased income here. Very, very nice. After torching down 3 buildings, you start making a profit, so he probably has made a profit. Very, very good. Now, every time you torch down a building, it just pure upside. Kurultai needs to pack on up and get on out of there. As well, when the Kurultai is packed up, it has 0 range armor. I say 30 trade is a good, adequate number. And we've got good enough patches being established as well. The Mongol player is making good transition right now, though needs the all resources. He's also obtained 2 relics and picked up a 3rd. The shaman's bringing it back. Remember as well, relics is one of the few other ways that Mongols get stone income. Outside of ovos, of course. I'm trying to figure out where the prayer tents are. There it is. Precision shot gets a pretty good volley there, but luckily health regen is also being very effective right now. The Tithe Barn can +10 stone, can also get additional +5 stone with the improved Tithe Barn, but will cost a lot of stone for that. It's generally not worth it. Like most improved upgrades, they're just entirely not worth it. Kurultai being re-established here. Taking out the farms is another good raid target there. Get some more raid bounties. Kurultai's been established, has taken some damage there. Maybe passing a single villager forward to get some repairs going. We do now have multiple battery rounds being established there. No improved siege engineers just yet. Going to take time to try to torch it down. Yeoman, precision shot there on top of those units. Pretty good volley there. And the Kurultai does get set ablaze. I think building those battery rams like that was not a good idea when the Kurultais were under fire. Doing the Kurultai is a pretty big loss. It's generally win condition for the Mongols. Multiple barracks now being established there. Against all these archers, Earl's Guards wouldn't be half bad. I mentioned they will have the dagger throw against the Keshiks. Keshiks, since they're more on the lower damage, high attack speed, they actually are not that great for heavy units like man-at-arms. with a low health, high DPS sort of style, they have to do their damage quickly, and even fighting against armored units is not great for them. Now the Step Lancer research there, as well as going for the Veteran Megadites, maybe going to eye for Megadites in the future. His initial research makes him possibly later on. Problem is, Yeomen are excellent, and you will have to rely on probably Cognitive Palace next day to get out any Collins Hunters. Forgotten Ruins not currently garrison. Pretty good precision shot there. So the last two relics are located here and here. Looks like another local doggo here. Shaman heading over to the sacred site there. Looks like he's going to have some harsh language with the monks. Veterans just stalling out since they're pretty much worthless right now. You just use them as a bit of a buffer. Yellow has a staggering army of 129 units in the field. The values are actually quite similar though, or largely thanks to the Keshiks, which may find encirclement, but they will find encirclement into some spearmen. Archer's not gained. There's too many crossbows by the Mongol player at the moment. He's not fighting against any heavy armor. I suppose there's some palace or Earl's guards in the field. Good spearman engagement onto the Keshiks. Archer's finding way against his opponent's spearman though. These Keshiks trying to rotate around. That looks like he is getting a good decent stockpile of sheeple. Though the rally point seems not good. It's not along the edge of the town center that may cause some issues. But not too much in comparison to, say, farms. It's just only a slight... just probably equal to the farms, one layer of farms like this. Spearman there. And there's also some Yeomen hitting some of these villagers. Keshiks up here. I've got these forces probably trying to rotate around and engage the trade post, which is right there. Outpost here providing some good spotting. Just got a stream of units there. But blue will intercept them. However, yellow's pushing pretty far forward here. Looks like a number of villagers went down there. Maybe a precision shot there if I hazard a guess. Villagers gonna get picked off by these Yeomen. Yeomen getting some good kills on those traders. Archers and not retaliating. Maganel there in a good spot. Gets good volley there. But his opponent did a good job of minimizing damage received. More of these villagers going down. More of those traders going down. Calling the civilian mounts quite heavily. Yeomen, of course, are having intermediate speed, and blue has not built a single Yam network or outpost there. So he does not have the faster mobility to help catch up and protect this trade line. There's, of course, this one over here. He's trying to get in the radius there, allowing his units to move a bit more quickly engaged. Now he can actually outpace the Yeomen. Blue should have gone for a chain of Yam outposts relatively sooner. Yellow's shooting some reinforcements across the map. He's sending some units down over here, I believe. A couple outposts here, unupgraded. Villager trying to decapture the stickers like that. Maybe took it for a shaman. Level 2 manners not being queued on up. I didn't realize he didn't already have that. Only has 6 manners at the moment. It looks like the monk there does get impaled for Keshiks, which could be useful to help intercept these forces. Outpost here, intercepting, very nice. Of course, no upgrade on these. Got a single sheeple there. Couple more outposts there. Let's see, how's the stone? He has not rebuilt the ovo, has he? That's something he should have done a long time ago. Right now, this ovo is effectively doing nothing. It's providing no research, providing no abilities. We've got now the white stupa now being... The cognitive palace now being established there, which would give him some good value. As well as if you get some Collins Hunters, that'd be great to go along with any veteran or elite Megadai play. This opponent has, of course, been using trash units, the Yeoman, Spearmen, and now they're trying to mix in some Earl's Guards. Earl's Guards are superior to Man-at-Arms. They're equal in health, equal in armor. They have superior movement speed, and have the dagger throw to go along with it, with ability to get +4 damage. Gold up here has not been seized by either player. Yellow could eye for the Berkshire Palace, so cover both of these. Even though the Warden Guard Palace is very fun. Ovo is finally being reestablished somewhere. And there's Common Palace. First round is Warrior Monks. He has a good number of pastures right now in the field. He does have 19 pastures with the level 2 food collection. Let's just go assume that 19 pastures can approximately support, let's just say ×2, and round it up a little bit. So 40 villagers on the food, which right now he has 32, so he has adequate amount. Not to mention he's maxed on sheeple, which means he's gonna, even if it does get oversaturated, he will last for a bit of time. Quite a bit of force here. Yellow's now responding. His next round is some nested bees. Trying to research Tide Barn there as well. Trying to get extra stone. He's actually going for stone commerce as well. Really trying to squeeze out as much stone as possible, which is probably a good idea. Silk bowstring research there as well. Gets good volley there. Oh, looks like this next one is Elite Horse Archers. They finally updated, so it now adds up there. Relics picked on up. Maybe we're trying to go for some warlords there. Might as well drop off those relics. Wait, that was with the warrior monks. That may have been misclicked. They do move at a decent pace. They don't have the Abbey of the Trinity upgrades. I think he should drop off those relics. I don't think he should be using them in combat. He needs the Tide Barn effect because this Tide Barn is going to be useless if he doesn't get them back in there. I'm not sure what he's doing at the moment. Got a good round of Horse Archers, which does improve by the Elite Cons Hunters as well. Which also doesn't get him a scout. Warren Guard Palace now being established on the field. He has put back the relics, so that may have been just a misclick. Next is a Wheat Pal. The Wheat Pal could be actually pretty useful right now. Get himself a free elite trebuchet. 33 traders, that's probably enough for now. They should be fine on gold income, and now have a supplementary source of stone, wood, and food from the trade as well. He has a pretty good balance for his food and gold, which means he can maintain Keshik production, but he does not have elite Keshiks. He's not going for any of the elite research at the moment, so I'm not sure what blue is currently eyeing. He seems a little bit passive at the moment. At the elite yeoman upgrade, elite Earl's Guard, and overall it just seems like blue's just very passive at the moment. And yellow as well. Going to some outposts here. Putting some outposts nearby where the villagers are working out is not a bad idea for extra garrisonal protection. Going for a bomb barn placement. I think he needs to put these outposts behind the town center so the villagers can easily migrate into them. So there's this little opening here, arrow here as well. Cannot speak. Opening area here as well. Warrior Monk obtained the Sacred Site now. It does have Boyar's Fortitude, and that's where the plus 25 health comes from. Looks like Blue's being very passive, trying to get some of his backline stuff sorted on out. Has still 19 pastures. And he's maxed out on sheep, which is fine. We have some garrison commands, getting some spearmen and a free Earl's Guard to go along with him at a pretty good production rate. And Senior is being researched by the House of Lancaster. Looks like going for still a trash army. His gold income is somewhat stagnant. He has a good amount of gold income. There's his gold stockpile has gone down. Good amount of range. Right now, it feels like Spring Golds and Mangonels will both be quite useful right now. And senior arrows, adjustable crossbars, biology. It looks like Yellow's gonna make an advance. You should see this army advancing. He knows his trade's gonna get hit pretty hard very soon. Blue's gonna try. These are archers, which are going to run to a roadblock. They do have incendiary. No, they don't have incendiary arrows just yet. Blue's bringing back this various forces here, which includes a good amount of siege weapons, 4 Mangonels and a nest of bees. But this is a sizable force here, 110 military units here, and which I think that's all right there. Incendiary arrows almost complete here. Blue will get incendiary arrows. Mangonels, there may not be anti-melee units like Spring Golds, but good enough volley of fire. It does make them good damage there. Good hit there. Keshi's now push way forward. Got some. Ooh, the range units to take some hits. It does have some elite Magadai here from the Cognitive Palace. He actually is going for a large number of elite Magadai in general. Archers come for a flank. We do have the arrow fired off there. Don't know if he has the whistling arrow though. No traders there. He's starting to garrison everything, as we'll get some emplacements nearby, bombard emplacements largely. Got the OVO here as well. No whistling arrow upgrades. The whistling arrow upgrades one of the super valuable upgrades. And I think Mongol players should go for this upgrade far more often. Magadai now pursuing. They offer excellent DPS, and when they get to age 4, they actually become worth something, since they do have a multiple effect with the Ashira Bowlan's upgrade, as well as the incendiary arrows. Got this force push way forward. In comparison, these elite yeomen right now doing 13 damage. These Magadai do 16 damage with the incendiary arrows. And they have ×2 attack speed. Problem is health, but luckily thanks to biology they get some extra health to go along with them. In short, Magadai are only really viable in age 4, in my opinion. And then become also much more easy to use in Death Ball army. But Yellow's forces are coming in piecemeal, that's not great. He's summoning reinforcements here, which is pretty good. Having trouble stocking all the resources, going for more upgrades, going for the army tactics as well. Mangonels, good hit there. Magadai are also good at killing and wiping out villagers, since they can just simply run through a farming line and take them out. And now we do, what about the Huihui? Yeah, the Huihui Pal is still alive somewhere. It's a very powerful asset. 18 range, plus 600 versus buildings. Looks like the Warrior Monk taking time to heal up some of these guys here. He has a lot of work ahead of him. Yellow's making another advance. This odd abandoned outpost will spot it. We got some Magadai. We've got a Collins Hunter here. So getting the supplementary Collins Hunter is going to be very useful. That's his only one though. That's the bees. Fires a decent volley there. Mangonels. Get an okay volley there. Magadai gets a hit there on the spearmen. They need to start backing off. The Collins Hunter is still alive. Trying to find some more of these traders. We got some bombard emplacements here. He has 600 stone stockpiled up, which could be useful for, say, improved biology, I would say. That'll help with the Magidae. Got some bombardment placements here. You additionally can go for the improved Yam network in the future, which will give these traders some health regen to help resist multiple raids. Does got some of those traders there. Outpost there. Weak palace taking some damage there. They received some throwing knives. Throwing knives are classified as range damage. Does save the Weak Palace, task a villager repair it. Very good. Many villagers repaired, I should say. Oh, got around the palace guard here. Another round of horse archers and another Khan's hunter. Right now has 2 Khan's hunters, which is very important. Next round is Roost Knights, which does come up with the poleaxes and the Boyar's Fortitude. So you get the excellent Roost Knights. Maganel, or not Maganel, Hui Pao advancing. Of course, does have a long setup time there. And rolls a miss. You now have the Venhobler upgrade, which is probably a good counter to the Magidae, being a horseman variant. And the horse, it does get bonus damage versus ranged units, and Magidae, of course, are mounted ranged units. You see here the Elite Knights, see the +6, +4, that's from Poleaxe. You got a very divisible health there. He must have I want to take a look at a blacksmith. See what type of advanced research he has gotten. There it is. Let's see. No advanced biology. Or no improved biology. Has decent amount of stone stockpiled up. Needs a lot of stone for it though. Oh, there goes a Hui Pao. Got a large number of Demi-Lancers. Only has 1 castle in the field, so only gets +1 damage. If you really want Demi-Lancers to work, you probably need multiple keeps in the field for the maximum damage increase. Villagers need to get inside these outposts and town centers. They're starting to scatter now. Got a bit of force there. And, ooh, that is a bit of a choke point now, isn't it? Looks like a good number of villagers go down there. Both players have 92 villagers. Or civilians, at least. Some of these civilians going down. Yeomanry forward. I think that choke point may have screwed Blue over. He does have close to the Yam network now, allowing them to quickly get back on home. And the urbanized terrain makes it good for horse archers for the Magidae. Cognate Palace next point out Hui Pao to replace his previous one. Got some knights mixed on in. Animals are starting to receive some damage. They do have a little less armor than most of our heavy cavalry. Actually, no, it looks like in age 4 they do have the same base heavy armor as knights. It's not too terribly bad. It must be that their Dark Age variant just really sucks. Though the base damage in Imperial Age is still not great. These guys are pretty wounded. The bombarding placements may be able to pick them off, though the Magidae will do a good job taking them out as well. Yellow's trying to remax an army. Blue has lost a good number of civilians. Has 23 traders in the field, so he still has maxed out Silk Road. Never bothered getting a single gold mining technology. Blue's not eyeing for a counterattack. He needs to send a Magidae into his opponent's farming line. He needs to split off a group of them. They can quickly make short work of villagers. Megadai starting to split on up, surrounds opponent, getting hit by a pretty big wave of Demi Lancers. Precision shot rained a little bit short. And we'll pick off half the army as the yellow's reinforcements are getting split on up. There are 2 Khans hunters in the field. A couple horse archers, Roost horse archers. He can start going to his opponent's villager line. Once he finds the farming line, he just needs to run through. And they'll be all dead. But Yellow's going to be on for a counterattack as well. Of course, he doesn't have any benefits on any walls. And since he's putting his outpost up front, it makes it easy to pick. He has some units here, so he's going to reinforce himself here. Next round's Palace Guard, which is going to be good. Colonists outnumbered. Don't try to destroy structures, just go straight for the villagers. He's in shot there, gets a pretty good volley there. The Urbanite Terrains allows the Mangonels to get some extra shots there, as well as Megadai. Good hit there from the Mangonel. Does get picked off there. Here comes the Palace Guard. Next round is a nest of bees. We've got some villagers heading over here, shanking or torching down the bombard. Gold up here is completely untouched. Somehow. I understand why the Mongol player's not going first. He's been relying on trade. I'm so surprised the House of Lancaster has not even touched his gold on his side of the field. More Magadai there for reinforcements. 73, 75 civilians. And the Magadais do manage to get back on home. A lot of infrastructure being established there. Hopefully the Magadai just goes to his opponent's farming line and rake it. And if opponent decides to pursue him, or not, if he doesn't decide to pursue him, he could simply take time to torch down the farms to get all the raid bounties. Which, how's the raid? Let's see, Ovo. Ovo's up here, collecting up stone. He does have the, oh, he's going for the improved stone raid bounty. To get, with all that fully upgraded, he'll have 75 stone, food, and gold per raid. Which is getting pretty valuable. And farms do count as a raid target. Don't torch down the barracks. If you want to torch anything down, go for the farms. Magadai are meant to take on military units and civilians. They're not meant to take on structures. Most of these units. He's trying to fall back there. Does get hit by some precision shot there. He needs to just simply pass the Magadai out of the formation. Let the knights do the work. The capital is being sieged down by the Hui Pao up here. We do have... oh, we got a group of knights here in Games of Hobos. That's actually going to be very good for the whole Roost Knights. They're ripping them apart. Hobos, since they're weaker but cheaper horsemen, which means the higher armor of the knights means they're pretty good at resisting damage. A Roost Knight has 8 melee armor. A Hobler has 15 damage, so they hardly do any damage versus the buffed Roost Knights. Some sort of arrow was cast there. I'm not sure which one, though. Looks like attack speed arrow. Of course, without whistling arrows, it does not last for very long. Trying to set this gold deposit. And I really wish the Mongol player just takes a group of his Magadai, find the back line, and just start raking the farmers. Vanguard Palace not currently deploying out anything. Garrison commands are still probably good. Spearmen in general are a good counter to all those mounted units, though they will have trouble connecting. Earl's retinue is not necessarily half bad option. Yellow's not pushing forward there. Blue has a much higher destroyed value by nearly 20,000, but he's just not been doing anything decisive. He's just been pushing forward and falling back immediately multiple times. Bombard here now engaged. If you take out the villagers, at least the bombard can slowly pick everything off, but here comes Yellow. Since Mongols can't deploy out any walls, he has no way to stop this every single time. Got some Roost Knights and some Warrior Monks here. And a nest of bees. Very good precision shot there. Cold a sniffing of villagers here. He has built a secondary town center here, and a good number of sheep went down, so gonna be stockpiling a good number of sheeps. SP's firing a volley there. Plenty of food for these villagers now. Massive stockpile carcass of sheep. Cotton Palace takes some damage there. That's another attack speed arrow there. Oh no, it was defense arrow. Another good arrow. Some volley there. Blue's having trouble remax his army. Yellow has also having trouble trying to repair the Cognitive Palace. And the Mongols are actually low on food. Just go for, I guess, for Magadai, since they cost, actually no, Magadai costs food as well, not wood. I always forget this is the wrong Age of Empires game. Arranging something that costs wood and gold. But yep, now there's a big stockpile of food there, so regardless how many villagers it has. Oh, we do now the Pax Mulligani, how do you pronounce that? Giving his outpost some extra health and some extra armor. And going for a big round of bombards. He has massive stockpile of stone. Needs to get a blacksmith over there. He does have improved biology. Let's see, against all this force here, I think, yeah. Oh, looks like he just queued up siege works, which is good. You can start getting some ×2 units on the field now. But he's of course going for a big round of defenses, which is not a bad idea. He's been having trouble with defense. You have now the Gunpowder Command. The Walkman does take a volley there from a cannon placement. Alvern sets off blaze on the outpost. A new Khan has risen. Overall right now, it seems like Horsemen would be a great option for the Mongol player. Magnel's roll missed there. Obolar's straight forward. Kesha's now engaging. I wonder if he has improved Stepmaster. Doesn't appear to be, actually. Massive precision shot there. Gets a pretty good volley. Magnel's safely in the backside. The ball comes straight forward. Do take a massive volley there from the Mangonels. Then Lancaster's coming for a flank. The dude get intercepted by reinforcements. Kesha's now charging way forward. And do have now forward keeping established. Gets a good volley there with some Mangonels. Doesn't appear to have the torches, additional torches research, let alone improve additional torches. There's a lot of stone, a lot of decent stockpile resources, so you can start eyeing for the improved torches as well. That really does help out. Another precision volley there, gets a good volley. He does take a pretty good hit there. Mangonels can get a good volley on those villagers. Does largely avoid it. Magadai will also start hitting the villagers they get outside the keep and in range. Mangonels to get a pretty good volley there, though a lot of water splashes. The Mongol player has not a big stockpile of queues going, but I hear a lot of stuff being built. Conic Palace is building in some more Roost Knights. Mangonels get a very good volley on the villagers, so they will likely go down relatively soon. Keep a set of blaze just relatively soon as well. Of course, yeah, there's no improved adjustable crossbars, is there? Magnol's pretty forward. House of Lancaster has decent stockpile of resources, a little bit low in wood, but plenty of resources to work with. The Mongol has plenty of gold to work with. Nest Beast does go down there. Another whistling arrow deployed in the field. But of course, there's only the 5-second arrow, not the 12-second arrow. 12-second arrows makes a massive difference. Ovo's depleted, so that other Ovo is not completely consumed. Some of the Mangonels has gone down. Newsman recruit breaking his way forward. Yell's trying to go for more Hoblers and more garrison commands. He's gonna find the levies. He has gone for all the levies. Got a big wave of Mongol bombars on the field. I didn't see him getting those on the field, but looks like they're just now coming on out. Got some forces down here. Roost Knights. That looks like a lot of production that the Mongol player could hit. Has right now 1 Khan's Hunter for his powerful increased range aura. Right now the Magadies will have 5.75 tile range. Now the Whistling Arrow finally being researched, improved Whistling Arrow. Nice, or catches on engaged. Precision shot there onto the Magadies. Bombars pretty forward. Got some Hane Canyon support for the House of Lancaster. Slowly being picked on off though. They are getting outranged by the Magadi. Forward outpost here, which will help out with the reinforcements and mobility of the Yalm network. Bombars push forward. The capital is now under siege. We've already tasked some villagers to try to rip up the Pearl Tile while at it. They'll help him get a further foothold in this region. Damoness is not straightforward. And Yellow has resigned. As Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.